Smart automation, better business. Learn how to optimize your business with Solved.
Let's move into use cases, though. We're going to start with sales. This is the first time on the new format, and so I'm going to motor through this. If I go too fast, how can AI help with sales? Today, you can have an AI autoresponder on email campaigns. It's kind of risky. So generally, we recommend not starting with customer-facing AI implementations, but there are sales agents who can manage your outbound sales, meaning the first email goes out, somebody has a question, a certain percentage are going to respond with questions, and that AI is just prepared to maybe answer one or two questions, and its goal is to just set a meeting. Let's set a meeting with a real human. Is it the same as a really good SDR? Probably not yet, but it scales in a way that an SDR just doesn't. You can turn that on and have that run for your email campaigns and start having some leads that are entrusted to the AI agent that shouldn't require too much to be able to set up a meeting. You don't want to let these go totally rogue and respond back and forth a lot of times. Typically, it's a good rule of thumb is like no more than 3 interactions back and forth, and then we're either sending a meeting or kicking the lead over to a human. But that's possible today. There are a lot of little performance gains. Salespeople can use AI to help with brainstorming, with drafting emails, just speed themselves up. And there are tools that can make that go pretty fast. Custom sales coaching. So a lot of Salesforce is playing around with a lot of these things on their Agentforce platform, but they have a sales coach where you can give a pitch and it will respond with some concerns, and you can have some input on what kind of concerns to bring up and what to look for. And then it's a fake sort of pitch scenario, and then afterwards it'll say, here's the things you did really well, here's the things you did poorly. The manager is able to see that and identify some training opportunities, and you can have that pointed. This is either possible today or on the roadmap, certainly possible with custom tools, but also pointing that at a specific opportunity and saying, hey, this is the client I want to talk to, and it pulls in some information about them or what you have, and then you can role play that out, enabling you to get the best out of your salespeople. The number one thing that we recommend for all sales teams and all teams generally is just to monitor or record every call possible using tools like Otter and Fireflies. We use Fireflies internally, and then just get a recording of that, because that recording information, the text transcript information, is a wealth of data that was really hard to work with before that now AI can actually do some things with. For instance, we've got a call recording, and then when the recordings get saved, it kicks off a series of automations. One of them is a little recap that we didn't like the one that Fireflies did by default. It's too long, too wordy. So we specifically want, what did we talk about in 4 bullet points or less? What are the client's action items? And then what's Solved's action items? And then it creates that little report and then says, what's the next meeting and what are we going to talk about? So we get that just in Slack. That's one example. And then there's another automation that we've built that takes calls that have happened with a certain client when a salesperson is going to check in on that client to say what's happened in the last couple of weeks, and it's going to pull all the calls and say, here you go. So those call transcripts are a wealth of data and information that unlocks a lot of possibilities, especially for sales teams.
Thank you so much for watching. We can't wait to help you automate your business. Please like, comment, or subscribe for more.